Hello everyone. Today a new UR character AEON RISTA has appeared on the test servers, which belongs to the Chaos faction, but brings a new kind of resonance to the game, namely Primal Chaos. Her class has been changed, now she is not a support, but a magician, as was the case with UR Angela. Resonance, the Hour of Reckoning. When Primal Chaos heroes are deployed, the Gates of Chaos are periodically summoned. They strengthen the Gates of Chaos depending on the total number of Chaos allies deployed, including Primal Chaos. More than one. 8 seconds after the start of the battle, the Gates of Chaos are summoned every 30 seconds after that, which deal damage equal to 120% of the average attack of the allied Chaos heroes to 4 random enemies. Each additional placed Chaos hero adds 1 additional case of damage. More than 2 heroes. Allied Chaos units gain 60 lifesteal for 15 seconds after summoning the gate. More than 3 heroes. Each time the Gates of Chaos attack an enemy, they randomly apply one of the following 3 negative effects. Reduce his energy by 60, reduce his healing effect and shield by 30%, or reduce his attack by 20%. More than 4. Allied Chaos units receive a 15% increase in damage for 15 seconds after summoning the Gates of Chaos. More than 5. Every time the Gates of Chaos attack an enemy, they apply all 3 negative effects at the same time. I like the new resonance because it makes the Chaos team even stronger, just like the recently introduced Esterith. Fevered Offering. Passive. Rose Covenant also casts a Fevered Rose on the closest allied hero who doesn't have one yet. Fevered Rose gives the wearer a 20% attack and 25% damage increase at the cost of losing 12% of his current HP per second and restores 12 energy per second for 10 seconds. When the bearer of the Fevered Rose dies or its effect ends, the servant of AEON RISTA receives 1 hand. When Fevered Rose disappears, her buffs are saved, and her increased attack is increased to 25% and 30%. The same buff from the old RISTA, which takes HP for its power. Eternal Devotion. Passive, buff. AEON RISTA's servant performs basic attacks. During a basic attack, each hand deals 40% damage from a RISTA attack to a random enemy. When a RISTA's HP drops below 25%, if the servant has at least 4 hands, he loses 2 hands and regains HP equal to 30% of RISTA's HP and makes her unavailable for aiming for 3 seconds. When a servant loses an arm, most of the control effects are removed from RISTA, as well as the forced attack and HP regeneration restriction. HP recovery increased to 40% and 50%. A good save ability that will allow RISTA to live longer and deal damage. Rose Covenant. Skill. AEON RISTA casts Accursed Rose on the enemy, giving priority to those who do not have it. And Rose immediately deals damage to the enemy equal to 100% of her attack and causes damage effect again after 8 seconds. Each trigger reduces the interval of the next trigger by 1 second to at least 4 seconds, and can be added up to 3 times. When the bearer of the Rose dies, AEON RISTA's servant gets 1 hand. Each time an effect is triggered on an enemy, Chaos units will ignore 25% of that enemy's defense in a subsequent battle, but no more than 75%. Increases damage to 140%. A good attacking ability, which also reduces the enemy's armor. Ultimate. Endless Requiem. Debuff, Mass, Summon. The passive effect. Summons a servant at the beginning of the battle. A servant cannot become a target and starts with 3 hands, receiving 1 additional hand for every 2 Chaos heroes placed. Every 3 hits with skills or basic attacks, AEON RISTA or servants on an enemy deal additional damage equal to 15% of the enemy's HP and block health by 15% of their HP. Blocking health adds up to 80% of the enemy's HP. The active phase. Rista deals 120% of her attack damage twice to enemies in the densest area. Each servant's hand fires projectiles at random enemies, dealing damage equal to 70% of AEON Rista's attack 4 times. For each hand, Rista recovers 10 additional energy per second. The damage dealt by Rista during active use is up to 140% and up to 160%. I really want to look at the damage figures of the ultimate, but considering what is written here, it looks very promising. Realm skill. When an allied hero uses the ultimate, Rista puts a health block on a random enemy equal to 20% of its maximum HP. Then it deals damage equal to 100% of the HP already lost. The health block damage will not exceed 2000% of the Rista attack. The effect of blocking health can add up, blocking up to 80% of HP. HP plus 3%. When the gates of Chaos open, all allied heroes of Chaos regain 150 energy. When the allied hero of Chaos uses the ultimate, Rista imposes a 30% health block. Attack plus 3%. When the gates of Chaos open, all allied heroes of Chaos recover 300 energy. A very cool realm skill, especially if you have a lot of heroes of the Chaos faction and you play from this faction. Now let's look at her soul vessel. The servant gets an extra hand every 16 seconds. At 10th level, the servant gets an extra hand every 8 seconds. At level 20, when Rista casts a Fevered Rose on an allied hero, she gets a 20% attack bonus. And at level 30, it gets a 20% damage increase. Soul Vessel is aimed at increasing the damage of our Rista, and what else would you like to see from a magician? Now there are Orly cards. When Rista casts a Cursed Rose on an enemy, she receives an attack equal to 5% of that enemy's attack. And on the second set, 10% of the attack is already added up to 5 times. When a servant has 4 or more hands, Rista becomes immune to most control effects and target changes. Personally, I like the hero and maybe in the future I will start improving it, but for now I have someone to get and improve, as I need to finish the old UR of the heroes that I have already started making. I'm waiting for you in the comments and see you in the next videos.